The cloud is made of water. Water is not made of the cloud, right? So the cloud is the form, and it's very much the same kind of form as all forms. It's an idea. It doesn't really have any substance. So when you're trying to be a form, when you're trying to be happy, which is an idea, when you're trying to be successful, which is an idea, when you're trying to be a musician, which is an idea, or an energy reader, also an idea. All of these things are just concepts. Some of them we try to derive identity from. Most of them we try to do that with. All of them don't exist. They are just actually ideas. In the same way that a cloud is really just sort of a conglomeration of vapor. It's insubstantial. It doesn't really have anything there. You try to hold on to it and it disappears. You can look at it in the sky, you can see that this cloud is taking shape, that it has a form. You can witness that. And then you can witness also how that cloud is constantly changing. It is not the same from one split second to the next. And so what is that cloud really? It's nebulous. It is a nebula. It's a shifting, shimmering, just kind of coagulated collection. And it's really just an idea. Hi, buddy. So all forms are essentially the same as this. You take something like the concept of happy, and you say, I want to be that. But that thing that you want to be isn't real. It's made up. You say something like, I want to be, I don't know, a professional athlete, a business person. I want to be enlightened. Ooh, I want to be a spiritual teacher. But you can't be that thing because that thing doesn't exist. It's not real. It's just a mental construct. It's a concept. It is imaginary, and it's imagined. What is real is that which is imagining. What is real is that which is flowing into that form, which is temporarily taking on the shape of that thing. The cloud is real. You can see it in the sky. You can point to it. You can see how it affects the landscape. It's not that it doesn't exist. It's just our concept of cloud is limited and diluted. What the cloud actually is water, right? That is the essence of cloud. It is water that has taken on this form, taken on this shape, but it's never not water. It's still water. And yet the cloud cannot be water. Water is not made of cloud. Do you see? Water is just water. That is the essence. That is what it is. And so when you are being, for water to say, I am a cloud, water does not become cloud. Water takes on the role of cloud. Water wears the cloak of cloud. It's flowing into and taking the form of cloud, but it never stops being water. So when you are in this being, you are in this physical form, and anywhere you carry this physical form, and anything that you do with this physical form, you never stop being. That's what you are. Water doesn't become cloud because it's in the form of cloud. It's still water. You don't become a parent, a mother. You don't become a business person. You don't become a musician. You don't become happy. You don't become enlightened. You stay you. You stay the self. You stay being, no matter what. That is what you are. You are being, perhaps wearing some other form, wearing a costume, playing that role, but you don't become that just because you're playing that role. That's not your identity. It never is. It never can be, because you can't stop being. That's what you are. Water doesn't stop being water just because it takes on the form of ice. The forms change. The essence does not. So you can never become anything. Not really. You can play the role of, you can play pretend. Have fun, play the game. That's what this game is about, to try on all of these roles. Just don't make an identity of them, because that's not you. When the ego makes an identity out of a form, which is unstable and which is not the truth of yourself, it confuses things. If water, in becoming the cloud, suddenly thought, oh, I am cloud now, and it forgot the truth of itself, then when that cloud changed, it would feel threatened. It would have an identity crisis. Well, who am I? I thought I was this shape of cloud in this portion of the sky, but now I have dispersed, and oh my God, what's happening? There's things raining from me, and I don't even know what that is anymore because I forgot. And then when the cloud dissipates, it would feel its own existential crisis. It would feel itself ending because it had invested its whole sense of self as well as identity in the form of cloud. But then in returning to water, it would realize again, oh, I was never cloud. I was always just this. I have always been water and always will be. This is the truth of me. I am not a form. The form changes states. I am that which changes. I am that which is stable within the change. I am that which is witnessing and allowing this change of states to be. And so I am actually something beyond change. I am unchangeable. The essence of myself is eternal. It's absolute. It is stable. It's secure. And it's unlimited. This form may change as many times as it chooses, but I remain the same within. That is myself. That is my identity. Being. Existing. Just some thoughts. You can never be anything except being. That is what you are. Water cannot be other than water. And in knowing this, in embracing this, you're liberated from form. And all form can come and go as it pleases. It can change, but it is not your identity. It is not yourself. And so ultimately it means nothing. It's fun to play with, but there's nothing serious. It ceases to matter. Form ceases to be so material. When it stops mattering, it literally stops mattering. It becomes less dense. The illusion disperses. It loses weight. It loses the gravity of it. It's not so serious. You see how all of these words work together? Humans did not invent language. This is all vibrational interpretation, and the vibration has always already been there. The words just emerged from that. That's why words like matter and weight and gravity have these double meanings. When the material realm, when the realm of form, because even thought is form, it might not seem material. It is. It's a part of the illusion. And when these things are witnessed as being insubstantial, as having really nothing there, they can be released. The essence of the self can be felt and held. And now you are rooted in this, rooted in your being, rooted in presence. You build your house upon the rock of God, whatever you want to call it, a solid foundation of self. You are the base of the ocean. You become as a very deep lake. And so whatever changes on the surface changes, and you witness it, and it is free to change because it is ultimately irrelevant to you. It is of no consequence. You can play with it, but you give it no gravity. You know it's not real. It's not the true reality. It is not the deeper reality. And so it's free to come and go. And in your letting it be free to come and go, it enhances your freedom, your liberation, which is profoundly satisfying and peaceful. Just some words, just some expression. Release the form. Cease trying to be anything. You can't. You can't be anything because you already are. You are yourself. You are that which is eternal. You are eternally unmanifested. That is you. All of this manifestation, it's just a cloak. It's just a screen. You're never not unmanifested. You see? You're never separate from that. You never actually manifest. This is all the illusion of it. It's a very clever illusion, absolutely. And we make it more clever. We make it appear more real by our believing that it is. But if you can find your way around, if you can see through that illusion, you can start enjoying this imagined materialization for exactly what it is. Nothing serious, nothing of substance. Just fun. Just a play, a game. Nothing is ever threatened because there's nothing real here, and nothing real can be threatened. You can stay in the dream, but be awake. You can be lucid in this experience. The same way your experience of a lucid dream happens, and you know, none of this matters. None of this is of any consequence. I am completely free. I am safe. I am secure. So let's just have a good time with it. Let's see how this goes. The reason you can dream like that is because that is the structure of reality. You could not have such dreams if the framework for that was not already a part of existence. And the fact that you do it at this deeper level of physical experience is demonstrative of this being the dream of higher consciousness. It couldn't be any other way. So, just some fun musings, because it is so fun to muse, and all of this is amusing. It's all it ever is. Have fun with it. Let the forms be free. Stop trying to be anything. You can't. You already are. Mission accomplished. Great success. Nailed it, kid. Keep killing it. You don't got to do anything. So give up the trying. Give up the effort. Stop seeking, and you are liberated. to know and feel the freedom, the joy, the security, the eternity, and the boundlessness of your perfect being. You never change. Everything else appears to change and will continue to. That's how form works. When you can find total non-attachment to that, all of this becomes as one beautiful waking dream. And it is beautiful. It is marvelous. It's time to enjoy it.